Hey guys, I'm Mike.
I'm Nikki.
We're the Smithbusters, and this is Songbird.
Hey guys. So it's been about a week, it's been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks by the time I get this uploaded, since we put out a video. But we have been working like crazy.
I've been working on the inside of our house. We've got in between a 1,600, 1,700 square foot house, and that is taking a lot of my effort to get his Macho Man glasses. They get me every time. Anyways, I managed to get my entire silversmithing studio condensed down into one little mechanic's chest.
Two.
No, my wire wrap stuff, or my gemstones are in the other one. So, that was pretty awesome. There's pictures of it on our social media of how I got a really big room condensed down into a very small case. So I'm pretty proud of that. But yeah, I've personally been working on Wrapped Around the Moon and downsizing and condensing all of my jewelry stuff. Mike's still working his regular normal person job, so he's busy throughout the day. But
selling the gear,
yeah.
Making the music.
So, but yeah, back to the bus. Mike got up on the roof today with our lovely son, going back and forth between our bathroom and then climbing up to the back of the bus, then up a ladder to hand a very large bucket up to his daddy so he could scrub the roof so we can paint it and waterproof.
While Nick was working inside the house, working on Wrapped Around the Moon, I got all of the remaining plywood stuff that was around our front captain's area, ripped all that out, ripped out the captain's seat, pulled out the dash, got all the plywood from underneath the dash, put the dash back in.
Bus demo tip for number 1 for this video. I see many of you not demoing your ceilings and your floors, and let me tell you, our floors, underneath all the stuff that's under the seats and under the rubber and everything else that's there, the plywood was so rotted that it wasn't wood anymore. It was mulch. Not to mention it was moldy too.
It smelled like fresh topsoil.
Yeah.
When I pulled some of it up, especially around the transmission cutaway hole in the front.
Yep.
So I got all that done, and then we started working on, Nick started painting the rust converter on the wheel wells. That's what she's working on today. Sanding out the captain's area and the spots where I ripped all the plywood out, getting all that sanded out to where we can put the rust converter there. And then we're going to clean up all of the dashboards and stuff. While she's doing all that, I'm outside caulking all of the windows. I want to express that word correctly. Caulking, Caulking, the windows.
Yeah, because when you went inside, Gavin said, "So this is a cock gun, huh?" And I said, "What'd you say?" And he goes, "This is a cock gun, huh?" I said, No. It's a caulk gun.
Caulk.
Culk. Because he heard his daddy here saying cock gun.
And we're using 100% waterproof silicone. This is also what we're going to use to put on the floors, and then we're going to stick pennies on the top of it. Lots of people do that to cover up the holes in the floor. So We're going to be doing that today. I've got a lot of time-lapse stuff. I've got some stuff from the second visit with Logan going in on the video today, because I haven't uploaded any of that.
Let's go, follow us real quick. Let's go show the front.
Yeah, let's do the Tim the Toolman Taylor transitional. I learned all my hardware and home improvement tips and stuff from watching Home Improvement throughout the years.
So these stairs are ready for me to, and up there too is ready. I'm about ready. That's why I'm dressed the way I am. I'm about to get a rust bath. This has been the worst part of the demo and build so far. But if you come in real quick.
What's your step?
Mike took out the seat. So obviously it used to sit here. So now I'm able to come in and sand all, look at this, it's flaking. Like, this is really nasty stuff, you guys. This is why you want to pull up your flooring. So all of this is about to get sanded, and then I'm going to paint this same stuff over here. Once that's dry, then we can come through and caulk with the pennies and fill in all the holes. Once that's done, we get to start building, you guys. I am so stoked. I can't even describe my excitement. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and paint the converter on the stairs as well. I mean, why not? I mean, it's the high traffic area of the bus, so that's gonna get a paint job too. So yeah, pretty excited. Not about the rush hour, because that sucks really bad. Make sure you wear your mask. But yeah, this is what I got left to do, and then I'm done. I don't have to take a rust bath anymore.
Nothing better than showering off at the end of a hard work day and looking at the water as it goes down the drain and just seeing all that rust color just wash off of you to make you really feel a whole lot cleaner. That's for sure.
It doesn't help that we've got a white bathtub. So every bit of that gross stuff comes off and we can see it.
Oh, yeah. So, with all that being said, with the intro being done, we're going to go ahead and cut to all the footage. And we'll be back once we're all done to wrap everything up for you guys.
Both hands.
Arm day.
Both hands stir the paint. Stir the paint.
Flip the paint, thing number
Both.
3. Flip the paint. Yes. Good. Go. Paint.
I shall.
All right. So as you can see, the wheel wells,
those are not done. I've got to strip those real quick. Nikki put citrus strip on yesterday, and we let it sit overnight. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape those clean, and then she's going to come out and paint them either the next day or tomorrow. I think she's going to do the painting on those. I'm going to go finish up by the captain's seat if I've got enough time. Hopefully this glue that held down the rubber on top of these wheel wells comes out easy. So yeah, Nikki put on this stuff, citrus strip. So we are not sponsored or endorsed by this stuff, but holy cow, she put it on yesterday afternoon, and I just did a really quick swipe on the other wheel well, and dang, this is worth it. I found this at Ace Hardware. Menards carries it, Lowe's carries it. Citrus strip. This stuff works wonders. So check out this wheel well. So where you can see the wheel well underneath this brown stuff, that's all glue that held down the rubber. So simple paint scraper. Easy off. Yesterday, when Nikki was trying to get this and she didn't let it sit for more than 30 minutes, it was a hard scrub. We left it overnight, and I'm not putting any pressure on that. It's just coming right off. Look at that. Reminds me of the goo in Super Mario Brothers, the movie. The mushroom thing that was hanging down. But yeah, so I'm going to get this done real quick, and then I'm going to go work on the spot underneath the captain's seat. right, guys, so wrapping it up for today. As you can see, still bright outside, but honestly, it's already like 8. I still have to go to the grocery store. Nick's inside working on some more jewelry for Wrapped Around the Moon. And yeah, I'm hungry. So I'm going to show you what I got done today. And yeah. I had to go grab the flashlight so you could see. So there's our transmission. And super rusty around it. But I got all the plywood from the transmission access to the door out in that time-lapse video. Still got to get that spot. And right there underneath the driver's seat. And then you guys saw how nasty those wheel wells were. So that's post cleanup with that citrus strip. Worked out great. So highly recommend you let it sit for like 12 hours and then you have far less work to do.
Devil that your soul's for sale. For sale. Once your bright sun inside the line, when you do, your ass is mine. Yes, mine. I said your ass is mine. I said your ass is mine. I said your ass is mine. Now the time has come, he says, so sign right here, all your love is dead. But either way, I'm keeping your soul and dragging it down into my little hole. When you finally make it to the gates of hell, you tell the devil that your soul's for sale. For sale.
Hey guys, so when I'm caulking these windows, I'm putting a nice bead and running my finger to seal it into the crack. And then our windows only go down to about here when they're all the way down. So I'm putting extra caulk into the tracking systems over here and like pushing it down into the holes. This hopefully will help us seal in the small little gaps in the windows and avoid having to rip the windows out and put new weather stripping and stuff behind them. Especially with the Flex Seal that I put in here before on the inside of the walls underneath this rail, So hopefully that will help. As you can hear, Nikki's still in there grinding. So I'm gonna get back to work out here so we can get the stuff done in there when she's done. So.
Hi guys, guess what just came in the mail by that guy over there. Our mail guy's been really interested in our bus build, so I wanted to shout out. I don't even know his name. We should ask that, huh?
We'll call him Ted, Mailman Ted.
Well, maybe he's... I love him. So, in one day, we got... What is your name, by the way?
Dave.
Dave? Okay, Dave.
Mailman Dave.
Yeah.
I'm not the road dog.
Well, Mailman
Is he on
Dave,
vacation?
John's off on Saturday.
he just delivered our plate and the registration for the bus, so we are really excited. So we are going to open it. You guys ready?
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Oh
Yes.
my god. Look, you guys.
Songbird 1.
The plate came, and I am about to cry. I am so happy.
You got to open the other thing. Let me open this one.
So, we had a little bit of trouble switching the title over into our names. For the first time ever, last year during the pandemic, for the first time ever, we owed Indiana state taxes. We were informed of this when the pandemic was going on. We had never had to owe before. I completely spaced paying it. So I got reminded when I went to the license branch to take care of all the legalities for the bus, and found out the hard way that we still owed Indiana taxes, so they immediately put a lien on the title, which has also never happened to me before. So as soon as I got home, I called the IRS, I paid it all off so we would hurry up and get our title. And let's see if I can cover some of this up. So we got a title
And the license.
with no liens.
With no liens.
And she's officially ours legally, and we have a plate, so she is officially our home legally.
Legally.
So
High five.
What's your price on a time line? And when you do, your ass is mine. Yes,
Hey guys, so our kids are over on the other side of the bus. We just wanted to take a couple seconds to say they're really the unsung heroes of our build, this whole project, and this change that we're making. I don't think we could have done it if they weren't 100% on board. It's pretty awesome.
they have been amazing about everything. They're not afraid of leaving their schools that they've been in since the beginning. This house we've been in for 10 years. This is the only real home that they've ever known. And instead of being upset with us or scared or any of the other emotions that a 10-year-old and an almost 14-year-old could have,
They've just been all in.
they've been amazing, like absolutely amazing. And I am so damn proud of them.
you know,
Like, I'm gonna cry. Like they are just as excited as we are.
and
So.
you know, a little bit about them, being that they're 10 and 14, they were going to school up until the pandemic hit. And then when the pandemic hit, it just kind of all stopped. Their relationships with the few friends that they had kind of dwindled into nothing. There's no social interaction. They still do school from home because we don't want to put them back into school with this stuff still going on. But
Mainly because I don't want to deal with having to go get the entire family tested every week because somebody else was positive. But anyway.
But they've maintained an AB grade point average their entire school year and their entire time in school. Like, we've got some really awesome kids, and we just wanted to take a couple seconds and say, without you guys, and you know who you two are, J and G, we love you guys. We're very proud of you, and thank you for being on board with all of this. It really means $1 million to all of us.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so Mike's inside working, so the kids and I are going to be out here doing a couple of things. So I think it was Friday, Mike got up here and he painted all this with the Henry's coating stuff that we got. We've heard some mixed opinions about it, but I mean, for like 4.5 gallons, it was like $80 or something when I spent almost $100 on a gallon of something. So I've heard enough good things that we went ahead and said, okay, screw it, we're going to try it. So he's done one coat on this, and then he also went through and recaulked all this right here. Okay, now you can see it. He recaulked all this. We're hoping that it'll stop the leaking that was happening on the emergency exit windows, like these right here. So we're hoping that will stop the leaking that was happening with those. So today, the kids and I are going to be using this stuff. And this is, like I said, what Mike put on the roof. I'm going to go ahead and use this since we have so much of it. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the roof on the inside as well. And I might just go ahead and put it on the walls over here as well. So, I mean, we got plenty of it, and it stops leaks and mildew and all kinds of other nasty stuff that you really don't want in your house. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will show some footage of that here in just a little bit. So we'll be back. Hey guys, so I'm inside our Buzz, and I always get so excited to work on it because I know that, you know, this is my new house. Mike and I have been together for 14 years. We did everything ass backwards, and we never got what normal people need to buy a house. And I was always looking for other ways to do this. I looked at when the tiny home, you know, community took off. Now they're just as expensive as a full-size house, so that was not an option anymore. And when bus life entered my brain, it was like a little light bulb went off. I was like, oh my God, I never thought about a school bus. So I'm so excited. Like, we bought a school bus, guys, and it is mine, Mike's, Judy and Gavin's new house. We are so excited. So we are going to use this Henry stuff, and we are going to coat everything, all this bare stuff, because like I said previously, all of this was leaking, especially around this guy right here. So I'm hoping that this stuff will do an amazing job at sealing all the cracks. We are ready. Let me switch the camera around real quick and show you. Yesterday, Mike and the kids went through here. I think the kids did most of the work, though. They went ahead and put the caulking and pennies down, and we covered all the holes that are in the floor. So the floor is ready for insulation and time to build. So last step we need to do is what the kids and I are about to do. So it's exciting. So yeah, we'll be back and show you some of that. Bye, guys. So I probably look pretty beat down. The kids and I, we used this stuff like I showed you earlier. This handy dandy stuff. And it says it's for outdoor use only, but I said, you know what, Henry, I'm doing it my way. So I went through all along the beams here, all the way down, and coated a really, really, really thick coating on it. We even did down on the walls right here. We had some pretty bad leaks. So I came in here and put a really thick coat all the way down. And when Mike got off work, he came in, and I told you guys earlier he caulked the outside of the window, but then he came in today and caulked the inside. So I'm hoping between the caulking of the outside, the painting of the inside, we will have no more leaks. I did it all the way down.
On top of the Flex Seal that we put in underneath all that stuff.
Yeah. So I just don't think it was thick enough. So like right here, Mike put these metal things back in that hold the door and everything that it is in place. And I went through with this Henry stuff and went all around it. I mean, I had it so thick, it was literally raining down on top of me. So hopefully that'll fix all the leakage problems we had, because as we had said in a previous video, we came out here a few weeks ago when it was storming really bad and there were leaks everywhere. Scary. So I did mark it all with a permanent marker. So I just followed all the spots that I X'd out for the leakage, and just hopefully this Henry stuff really works. Same stuff Mike put on the outside on the roof. So between the outside getting a coating and then the inside me doing all the beams where it attaches to the roof, hopefully that'll fix all of our leak problems.
Let's show the people where we had leaks at.
Oh, well, like I said earlier, so we've got, let me get this way. Mike dropped you guys. So all these windows, these are all the emergency exit windows, and every single, see I wrote bad right here, all corners of these windows were leaking, especially the emergency exit ones and the emergency exit latch in the ceiling. Those 5 areas were leaking really bad. There were some other windows, again, you know, here's another emergency exit. I said it's leaking real bad right here, but the one right next to it was as well. So, same for here. So I got in there with this stuff, and hopefully that will fix our problems, because here in Indianapolis, not only are we getting below freezing, we've got a freeze warning, but we also have a big storm coming on Wednesday, Tuesday night into Wednesday afternoon. So we'll just have to come out and see if the leaks got fixed. Hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed.
And when we had leaks, we'll show you, it actually leaks from the corners down the stud, the wall stud, and into the cavity. So that's why we took off the walls, and we just wanted to make sure that all that was taken care of.
Yeah, because our next step is to go pick up our insulation foam boards that go into these areas right here. It'll slide down into there, and then all this area will have foam board in it. So we have to make sure we have 0 leaks before we go and spend all that money on the foam board insulation and the flooring materials that we have, because of course the leaks were going into the floors as well. So let's hope all the leaks are taken care of, and then we can go get our insulation and we may do metal studs for our building instead of 2x2s and 2x4s, because lumber prices in 2021, oh man, they are so expensive. Like, we're talking $50 for a thing of plywood and we need several. So I did talk to I think it was, oh my gosh, don't hate me guys, but I think it was the Wandering Five. Yeah, I think they're called the Wandering Five Skoolie. It's a family, and I saw on Instagram that they were using metal studs to build their bunk and their wall areas instead of 2x2s and 2x4s, and I was like, hey guys, was that cheaper? Because not only did it look great, but it's lighter, but it's less expensive. And they said, yep, it's less expensive, so I think Mike and I are going to go that route. So, yay. So I didn't, as you can see, I did not paint. I did start it. I started over here, and I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't paint this yet because some of these, especially these down here, they were like flickering in and out. Like when we were driving on the highway, the back tail lights would flicker and stay off for about a minute or two and then come back on. So I do know they need to be replaced. They do leak. However, I probably shouldn't paint all that stuff on there yet until we get those fixed, so we can make sure we can get that in and out of there when we need to, if we ever need to replace a tail light or a brake light or anything. So yeah, other than this right here, I did the entire thing. I'm worn out. I literally did like 500 squats today. Yeah, so I am calling it, guys. I am done. We just closed up all the windows and won't be able to work on the bus for a few days because it's going to be so cold and rainy and stormy. So I'll probably get some jewelry work done and some housework done. So yeah, this is what I did, and hopefully we have no leaks. Wish us luck.
Hey guys,
Hey.
So we're wrapping up this video. This is episode 6, and it's real like 6 and 7 because we've been just storing footage and haven't been able to like get a great schedule to release everything and time to, you know, marry everything together. But like, subscribe, comment. Where can they follow us at?
Oh, well, everywhere.
Everywhere. Nice.
We are literally all over the place. YouTube, Instagram. But the only thing we don't have is a Twitter. But you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all over the place. And then you can follow me at Wrapped Around the Moon on Facebook and Instagram and see all my pretties. And yeah, we're hitting the ground running, guys. We're excited.
And I do believe that this is the end of demo and prep.
It really is.
It's time to start building. And as the Macho Man says, see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Let me tell you something, brother. There ain't nothing worse than trying.
All right, take 2.
Let me tell you something, brother. There ain't nothing worse than trying to move a 5-pound.
All right.
Let me tell you something, brother. There ain't nothing worse.
As soon as you start laughing, I can't do it.
Let me tell you something, brother. There ain't nothing worse than lugging a 5-pound bucket of water up them steps, up to the top of this bus, scrubbing with your bare hands, and ooh yeah, getting it clean, getting it squeaky clean. Oh yeah, had a little help from the thing number 2. Let me tell you something.
A little. I think he did most of the work.
The cream always rises to the top. Oh yeah.
So,